Hey boys, we went over the rules in the dressing rooms. Defend yourselves at all times. When I say break, stop punching and step back cleanly. Touch class now, good luck.
Back here, the semi-main event or co-main event, Elijah Salasui up against David Tuliloa. What pro boxing's about, the world-ranked Dempsey McLean. Since then, he's had an undefeated running route. He's got very fast hands, he's got good movement. He's a bigger version than his brother Peter Salasui, but very similar. The Salasui's Tuliloa, he comes out swinging early, so Salasui needs to check himself early and be responsible.
Well, we know Elijah's last fight was in April against Hunter Sam, the former Australian heavyweight champion, where he got the chocolates and the stoppage victory. But David Tuliloa, firepower in both hands as both these fighters exchange blows in the centre ring. Left hand there from Tuliloa, just breezed the midsection there of Elijah Salasui. Nice head movement there from Elijah with Huss in the corner at a final round, Jim. Beautiful left hook. And the man in the red trunks, Loco Coco, received a low blow there from David Tuliloa, and great sportsmanship shown in centre ring. A lot of support for Mr. Elijah Salasui at MSAC here tonight.
Here at MSAC Arena, it's a world-class arena here at MSAC. As we say that, Tuliloa's starting to wave around at the body of Salasui. As a heavyweight, you don't want to be caught up against the ropes. One of the plats came out. Beautiful to say that, Salasui, fast hands.
What a right uppercut that was, and now Elijah going for the kill in the first round. All the crowd is up.
Elijah's starting to swing for the fence.
But David Tuliloa in his face all night in the opening round, Mr. Pete Maniata. But we go to the highlights here, and Mr. Loco Coco in the red trunks was on the back foot here with David Tuliloa, who did have some good quality exchanges there in the first round. But look at Elijah come back with some great punches of his own. A real mixture of punches from Elijah.
He looks like a real classy heavyweight. He looks like he's going to be going places in a heavyweight. Good hand-eye coordination, and he's as tough as nails.
Don't forget, only 23 years of age is Elijah Salasui. The crowd roars for the key punches from Elijah. A nice right hand. Tuliloa tries to go for some punches, but the one landing is Mr. Elijah on the ropes. A beautiful combination. Pierced the guard of David Tuliloa. Both fighters in the phone booth here. Tuliloa tries to land a left hand, but he's resting here, Mr. Elijah Salasui.
Body punches landed there from David Tuliloa.
Some real heavy artillery from both fighters. But the 23-year-old with 6 or 7 kickboxing fights in Mr. Elijah Salasui. But Mr. David Tuliloa is the man coming forward.
Elijah's also had the cup treatment. You can see the marks on his back. That is an excellent treatment, that cup treatment before a fight.
Goes downstairs and comes up top. Beautiful level change from Mr. Elijah Salasui.
Loves his fighters and does the right thing by his fighters. Elijah Salasui very fit here.
So we go to some of the highlights here, and as you mentioned there, the trend was Tuliloa coming forward, but really didn't land too many clean punches. Those shots were landing, a few of them, but this is where Mr. Elijah came strong, landing some body shots and working upstairs, which pierced the guard of his opponent there in Tuliloa. There was a nice flurry there from Mr. Elijah Salasui. Real eye-catching work.
How are you scoring it, guys?
Yeah, I see it the same way. 2 rounds up for Elijah Salasui in the red trunks. And he's working off the jab here, keeping busy with the punches. His corner would have told him, you need to lift your output, Mr. Elijah Salasui.
Some great lead hand work to start off with there.
On the ropes now, great defensive guard there from Mr. Elijah Salasui. Tuliloa going for those bombs, but can't find a home. But when he comes up top, that caught the chin of Tuliloa.
But they've been competitive rounds, they haven't been one-sided rounds. Oh, some good handwork there from Salasui. Triple jab and right hand.
Working off the jab and firing the right hand, but this is Mr. Tuliloa coming forward with his flurry. The absolute bombs there from the man in the black and yellow trunks. As we go to the highlights, a left hook. And Tuliloa trying to land that left hand, but nice defensive work there for Salasui. A real slippery customer on the ropes. And Tuliloa couldn't land a real significant punch in round number 4. Nice neat work there, working downstairs and coming up top with a vaporising right hand. But that round was all Mr. Elijah Salasui. Tuliloa coming forward. That has been the trend throughout majority of the fight. Tuliloa coming forward, but Salasui happy to sort of be on the ropes and work as well. Came out the top of the clubbing right hand, but Tuliloa came back with a couple of shots of his own. And the man in the red trunks stepping it up. He probably knows here. He just needs to keep the points ticking.
He's trying things. He's comfortable at all times, controlling the fight, and he's improving.
Oh, you look in the heavyweight division, you look at another block.
Oh, Salasui jumping in the air and landing some shots. He's let go now.
Oh, really chopping up his opponent. Tuliloa heating up, sparking his opponent here is Mr. Elijah Salasui. And we're here for the final 18 seconds of the co-main event, Mr. Pete Maniatis.
Been a cracking fight and been really impressed with Elijah Salasui. Some fast hands. He's going to be enforced in the heavyweight division.
We go back to the highlights here as Salasui was on the ropes. Tuliloa didn't land any key shots in that round. And look at the beautiful left hook there from Salasui. A great sort of varying skill set he has. The man who is from Samoan descent at 23 years of age. You're going to hear more of him. Left hook, right hand. And that brings an end to the highlights of round number 4. What are your thoughts there, Kay?
Boxers center ring. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make this one official. After 4 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 40-36 in favour of your winner. It is unanimous points decision. Red corner, Elijah Loco Coco Salasui.
So the celebrations begin, and Mr. Elijah Salasui